Oh, where did I put the freaking logo? There we go. So the kids lawn service 150 here tonight at Richmond International Speedway. Going to do 150 laps here. It's going to be rough. These guys have to endure this track. It is slippery. It is slick. And you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be all about keeping that car under you here tonight. And we got a couple little announcements. All right, so we're going to bring in somebody live because they got something special to say here at the beginning of the broadcast. Go ahead, buds. What's up? How are you?
Hey James, how you doing?
Oh, just watching Panko. We're going to figure out if he soaked his tires in breadcrumbs again here today because he's going to need that extra grip.
They're all gonna need that extra grip.
So today or this week, I don't know, is a special day.
Actually today, November 12th, today is actually my daughter's birthday, her 15th birthday. I just wanted to give a quick shout out for her, Andrea. I wish you a happy birthday. I hope you had a great one tonight. Also, I wanted to throw in a little bit of about the sponsorship tonight. They are throwing a prize race tonight. First place is going to be getting a t-shirt, $15. Second place will get $10, and third place will get $5. So everybody's getting a little something tonight. So it's a win-win. Hopefully everybody's got their tires on, and let's have a great race.
Al said we're all in danger, at least 10 cautions.
Oh, maybe 15.
Yeah, that one for every year, right?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. We got a special event for sure here tonight. But hey, thanks for coming in and giving a shout out and telling us about the prizes. And does the broadcaster get anything special? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Thank you, James. I'll definitely see you all on track.
All right. Hopefully, I talk to you at the end of this one.
All right, man.
All right. Later, buddy.
Thank you.
Welcome. So that's Buds there as we are getting ready for some green flag racing here. Let's go ahead and see where everybody stands. We're going to pull up this. What's up, Uncle Kenny? How are you doing here tonight? Oh, best time. That's best time. So right now we got E-Step with a quick time here on the pole. Greg Wood in second. John Garrett in third. Wow, that's Pulse Graphics. 1, 2, 3. Dave Bush sitting in fourth. Santos in fifth. Alfred Denny sitting in that sixth position. George K sitting seventh. Panko eighth. We're going to get ready to go green, so we don't have to look at that anymore. We're going to pull the ticker up. Oh, we can go ahead and pull up tonight's starting grid. Tonight's starting grid here. We got Nathan Estep starting on the pole. Greg Wood in second. John Garrett in third. Dave Bush will be starting in that fourth position. Santos, he's going to be in fifth. Hold on, let me get a better view of this. Al sitting in sixth. George K sitting seventh. Panko. We're going to see how he does here tonight. Is he going to be Planko or Panko? In that eighth position, Josh Anderson sitting in ninth. George Jewell in 10th. Kevin Gibney. Is anybody going to give tonight sitting in that 11th spot? Matthew Francis in 12th. And of course, I'm never prepared for this part. Okay, we can go ahead and scroll it now. So we got Zachary Cleek starting 13th. It's got Max in here, but I don't think he's running. Starting 14th, Steve starting 15th. Angel starting 16th. Sid Butler in 17th. Harold. Bud Barnes starting in that 18th position. And Justin's going to be bringing up the rear of the field in that 19th spot. We do have a few people that did not take time, so just because they're in the back doesn't mean they're slow. They just mean they want to stay out of trouble, feel out their car, and see how they run here tonight. As we're going to do 150 laps. What's up, Aaron? How are you? How you doing, Aaron? We go back up to the front of the field. We got Nathan East. You see that all Pulse Graphics front row. You know, I think a Pulse Graphics car has a really good chance of winning this thing. You know, I actually said John Garrett was probably one of my favorites early on. But let's look at who else is up front. I gotta say, you can't count out that number 21. He is always consistent. Alfred Denny, starting in that 6th position. He's just got to stay out of trouble. He could very easily be up in this one at the end of it. So let's see what happens. You know, Angel, we don't have to count your off tracks today, but keep it out the wall. A butter knife. So this should be a pretty wild one. Yep. George, you know, I'll tell you what, George Jewell had a good run last week. You know, who knows? You know, we haven't seen these guys on this size track that often. So it's going to be interesting to see. Aaron, you've grown so much. I know people give you shit all the time, but you've grown so much. What's up? How are you? Getting ready to go racing. How's your evening going? I don't think we're going green flag this time yet. We're going green flag next time by. 2 pace laps. Get these guys organized. Get their nerves straight. This is going to be a good one. Greg Wood already trying to push for the lead as he runs up next to the pace car. And tonight we will be doing Pro 2 lights later on. It will be at... Where are we running at tonight? Dirt Track Charlotte here tonight in the Pro 2 lights. I'm going to do my best. I always try. Oof. Okay. About to go green flag when they come out of the back straightaway down into 3 and 4. The pace car is going to drop off here soon. Pace car is off. Waiting on the green flag. Green flag is out as Nathan and Greg try and send it down into turn 1 and 2 side by side. Are they our teammates? Are they going to work together here and try and get each other single file really quick? Looks like Greg Wood's going to go ahead and take the lead. Greg Wood in the front. Currently in the lead. Nathan Eastep in second. Dave Bush with a good jump. Starting third. Or running third. John Garrett in that 4th position. Al in 5th. He's got to fight out with Santos. As Santos and Al are side by side for that 5th position. Looks like the high side's working really well right now. Not having to pinch it off. I'm sure it makes a big difference here. We've got 9 people over on Facebook, 2 currently on Twitch and YouTube. Yep, 1 of each. Sure that number will grow. Greg Wood starting to pull away from the field. Now, tire management's going to be huge here tonight. This track is definitely demanding. Yeah, hopefully next season you'll have better internet. I just seen that, Uncle Kenny. Oh, yellow flag is out as it looks like Josh Anderson has issues. Let's go take a look and see what happened. Down on the bottom. Like I said, pinching it off down on the bottom. This is what we're going to see a lot here tonight. You get real loose and into the inside wall hard is Josh Anderson. I think that's going to take that's a big hit on the inside wall there in that number 7. Sorry, got loose. That was definitely a sorry, got loose. Now, does he get an EOL? As we are now under caution flag number 1. Caution flag number 1 here tonight. Greg Wood in the lead. Nathan Eastep in second. Dave Bush in third. Now, will John Garrett get the advantage being on the outside in that 4th position? He will naturally, yep. Yeah, I know. I'm just being a smartass. He's going to be in the back and having to use it. That was a big hit. I'm actually surprised he jumped in and got that fast repair. I got to imagine that he's got to worry about that thing overheating. But we're going to see that. Sometimes you're going to be pinched down on the low side. These cars are going to get loose. Another place we're going to see it, especially as tire wear becomes a factor, is coming out of turn 4. It can get real hairy, real loose coming out of turn 4. You get on the gas a little too hard. These guys are going to be ultra careful on the gas pedal in order to keep these things straight, or they're going to be sliding all over the place. It's going to be an interesting race tonight. Ha. Aaron, you're probably the only one that knows more about snow on here than me. I live in, well, I don't know. They say Syracuse, which is about 30 minutes from me, and we get more snow than them. The Syracuse is the top 5, one of the top 5 snowiest cities with over 100,000 people in the world. So we get a lot of snow, but I know you're up there way north in Canada. You guys just get a lot of snow all the time. So I know you guys had a snowstorm, what, a week or two ago? You guys just recently had a snowstorm. We've flirted with snow, but we haven't had any snow yet. As we are still pacing here. Let's see if we get one to go this time by. You know what we used to do a lot of yesterday? Yeah. You know what we used to do a lot of here? Until the last couple. Oh my God. My stream chat just went crazy. All right, so we used to do a lot of ice racing, and I'm sure you guys do that up where you're at, out on the lakes when they freeze. Aaron? I'm sure you guys get that. By the way, Timothy, thank you for the like. Angel, of course, thank you for the like and share. Holly, thanks for the like. Oh, thanks for the stars. Dang. Appreciate it. Chris, thanks for the stars. Appreciate it, guys. George, thank you. Man, you guys are awesome here tonight already. Killing it. I'm just noticing the notifications. I need to set them up so they make some noise for me so I know. But we are going green flag this time by. I'll tell you what. So Greg Wood decided to take the outside. He definitely seen that as advantage. We might have Paul's Graphix 1, 2, 3 here when they take the green flag, because that outside definitely was a huge advantage on that start as Greg Wood gets a nice jump. Well, you know, we have screws in the tires when we go ice racing. So they actually get quite a bit of grip. It's a lot of fun, really. Green flag is out. As like I said, we got a Paul's Graphix 1, 2, 3. John Garrett able to get in front of Dave Bush. Dave Bush and Santos side by side for that fourth position. And look at Gibney. Gibney up to the 6th position. He's moving. Oh, keep it straight, Gibney. And that number 31. L trying to work the bottom side up underneath Kevin. He's got to be careful not to break it loose. He's going to fall back in line. We got Panko. We got Breadcrumbs in that number 8 position right now. Working that Mountain Dew number 48. George K in the 65. In 9th, Matthew Francis in the 14th and 10th. Angel up to that 11th position in that number 90. George Jewell in 12th. Sid Butler in the 37th. 13th, Zach in that. Oh, we got Harold, Bud, save it. Save it, Bud, save it. He gets all kinds of loose. Somehow doesn't hit anything. Wow, that was crazy. Let's go take a look and see what happened there. Hopefully we don't miss any action. I think he just loses it coming out of turn 2. Like I said, we're going to see a lot of this here. Oh, I didn't notice George hit the inside wall. He got loose. Maybe Harold was looking too far ahead. Ended up breaking loose himself. But man, that was a wild one as Greg Wood still has the lead. Nathan East up in 2nd. John Garrett in 3rd. Santos sitting in that 4th position. Gibney up to 5th. He's moving in that number 31. L currently in 6th. Dave Bush all the way back to the 7th position as Breadcrumbs is trying to fight off Matthew Francis for that 8th spot. Angel up to the 10th position in that number 90. He's making moves. Go check on Justin's up 5 spots up to that 14th position. So one of the keys here is going to be survival. Be there at the end. These things are definitely going to get a little loose, a little crazy, and you got to be there at the end. And at one point going through turn 2, I got to assume these things aren't only going to be loose, they're going to get tight. So they will get tight if you hit turn 1 and 2 wrong. So you got to be careful on that because you definitely don't want a tight car and smack that wall coming out of turn 2, as it looks like E-Step is starting to close that gap big time on Greg Wood. Down into 1 and 2. Nathan lays off, definitely going in easier. He's saving those tires. Greg in a little bit harder. I'm thinking that's going to hurt Greg Wood later on, as he's definitely a little bit harder on those tires right now. Hold on, guys. Checking out a few things. All right. Trying to get the stream up all the way running. I was hanging out with the kids and lost track of time. Got up here a little bit late. You know, nothing new for me, but just got caught up with the kids. But Greg Wood in the lead. Nathan Eastep as we watch him in third, as it looks like Santos is trying to put pressure on John Garrett. I'll tell you what, guys. Do not count out this number 66 car here tonight. This is 100% his type of track. Slow and easy. Take care of your car. Be there at the end. Save your tires. John Garrett is going to be a contender in this one by the end of the night. Looked like George went down onto pit road. I'm sure he's going to service that damage he got when he got loose and got down into the inside wall. Definitely not a whole lot going on right now. These guys are keeping it pretty clean, which, you know, we were expecting something a little different here tonight. And these guys are actually doing a great job. If you look at the incident count before the race in practice, these guys were racking up those incidences. I guess they were just learning their limitations as they're keeping. Oh, we got, as I say that, oh my God, George, as he just come off the pit road, gets caught up in that one. As who was it that got loose and ended up into him? Let's go take a look at that one. That was not of his doing. He's coming off pit road. Who gets... Oh, Angel gets loose and smokes George. Oh, George just got done fixing his car. Ends up getting smoked. That's some tough luck for that number 65. As we stay under green. But, man, that's a tough one. As Greg Wood continues to lead this one. Bud's going to drop down to the inside. Get out of the way. You know, you might not be wrong. Yeah, I might not be wrong there. Yeah. I'll tell you what, ice racing, I know it's cold, but ice racing is a freaking blast. If you haven't done ice racing, you get the opportunity to. I had an absolute blast doing it, especially when I was younger as a kid. I mean, it's a little bit different. So Greg Wood now gapping Nathan Eastep. John Garrett in the third position. Santos in fourth. Kevin Gibney now into that fifth position. Having a great run. Al in sixth, but he's trying to close that gap. He's another one to watch here. This is his type of track. Just slow and easy. Stay out of trouble. Those are the guys you're going to have to watch out for here tonight. Those are the guys who could easily be contenders. It looks like we got some battling back at the back. Nope, Justin in 14th. I was looking to see, but... Oh, here we got a battle. We got Panko and George Jules side by side. As George Jules going to get around Panko. Now he's going to go work on that number 14 of Matthew Francis. Can he get that spot and get himself up into the 8th position? He's looking low. Nothing there yet. Definitely a quiet race. I don't know. Did you delete that comment, Aaron, or did iRacing just... Oh, Steve had an issue. Let's go take a look. Oh, we just saw Matthew get up into the wall. Oh, Steve got loose up into the outside wall. Spins it around. Oof. That did not bring out the caution flag, as he was able to get it back up and around. As we got 9 people watching over on Facebook. What's up, everybody? See how many we got? Over 24 between YouTube and Twitch. Nice turnout here tonight. As we move back up to the front of the pack, Eastep is definitely closing in on our leader, but I saw a battle here. Gibney washes up the track. Here comes Al down on the bottom. This is when tires are going to start to play a role. We're 29 laps into this thing. Let me go take a look real quick. I forgot when the stage breaks are. I know I should have looked. I should be better at this stuff than I am. You can give me an F in the chat as I failed y'all. Oh, Al had to try and keep it out of those guys. Now he's going to try and protect himself from losing another spot. Oh, trying to get up underneath Kevin. It's gonna cost him here as Dave Bush is now to the outside. Oh man, tough luck for Al here. When is the stage? Lap 45 is when stage number 1 will be complete. So yeah, these guys are out here battling it out. We'll see where this goes. As Al drops back to the 7th position. He was looking strong there, about to make a pass on Gibney. And here comes George Jewell. George Jewell is gaining some speed here. George Jewell up to that 8th position. He's looking for more. As Sid Butler up 8 spots, our biggest mover here tonight, up to 9th. I'm going to watch this battle because George Jewell has been making ground as he's going to get up underneath Al. Al's going to let him go. Race easy. And Dave Bush and Gibney almost get together there. Dave Bush is going to get around Gibney. And here comes the 07 of George Jewell. Will Gibney lose any more spots? And Sid Butler starting to creep into the picture. And that number 37. As we get closer to the stage break, these positions are going to mean so much more because they're going to get some bonus points. And a lot of these guys with these orange spoilers that you see, all this orange, like Matthew here, down on the rocker panels, down on the spoiler, and on the windshield, those guys are all fighting for the championship. These bonus points are definitely going to mean everything. I just realized that, Kyle Harbin isn't here tonight. Looks like our leaders are closing in on Justin Wilder's. Justin's down at the bottom side, trying to keep that car under him. He's going to keep it low, keep it out of those guys, let them around. And that number 3, Greg Wood in the lead as Nathan Eastup trying to track him down. John Garrett comfortably in 3rd. Santos in 4th. Dave Bush now taking that 5th position as these guys are shuffling it. As here comes Al as he gets around George. Now working on Gibney. Out of turn 2. Oh, no room for Al to come up as George closes that door. But here comes Al back on the outside, inside. Can he slide up? No, George is going to get the run on the outside. Down into 1 and 2. Here comes Al trying to squeeze it out of turn 2. Got to keep it from getting loose and tight there. You might get a little bit of both as they're into turn 3 and 4. Now here's the biggest thing. They got to keep it from getting loose coming out the turn. They keep it straight. As Al is able to stay up underneath Gibney. He's going to send it in a little deeper down into turn 1 and 2. Can he clear the 31 coming out of 2? He does as George sends it. Tries to send it up underneath Kevin. George Jewell looking fast right now. Sid Butler filling up their mirrors. Definitely making some ground. Sid is our biggest mover right now. Al gets around Gibney. Pulls away pretty quick. Here comes George Jewell up underneath the 31. We are closing in on stage number 1. Oh, man, George, save it. Got a little squirrely coming out of turn 2 as he blinks out. What happened to George Jewell? Oh, he's back. Man, he blinked out for a whole turn there. I can only imagine how Kevin felt. He's just going to let him by. George Jewell blinks out for a minute there as he has internet connection issues. Definitely, Aaron Bowman, thank you for the like. As Greg Wood still continues to lead this one in that number 13. I believe, I have to check, but I believe Nathan may be locked in at this point. So him pushing his teammate Greg Wood wouldn't make any sense because I think Greg just about has to win here tonight. Not 100% on that, But I'm pretty sure he's got a win here tonight. Alright guys, just a reminder, after we finish up some of these seasons we got, we will no longer be charging leagues for the broadcast. I'm going to start doing them for free, and the best way for me to know what you guys want to watch and what's good for everybody else is if you support me. And I know I'll know which leagues to bring back, which ones not to. But that information, I'm going to put it over on Facebook if you support us on our Patreon. Currently, I don't have any benefits from them. I'm going to start working on some gifts and stuff depending on what tier you're on. I haven't gotten that far yet. I will get it at some point. But that information is pinned on Facebook, and I just put it in the chat on YouTube and Twitch. But guys, this is pretty clean racing. I think we expected a little bit more as we are getting close to stage number 1, and only one caution. One caution here tonight. That is impressive. I mean, I think we all expected a little bit more as these guys are continuing to go laps down. They're lapping the 14th place car. Josh Anderson working on the 13th place car. Matthew Francis, as they're almost wrecking. Matthew Francis off the wall, almost into the leaders. That was a little hairy there. That was scary. As we are going to be coming to the competition caution as they cross the line. Finishing lap number 45. I think they're going to let everybody pass. So I think when Angel crosses the start-finish line, will that be the end of it? I don't know. Where is that stage? That stage is up now. As Angel was going a lap down, that just saved him from going a lap down there. Angel almost a lap down. And Zach. It saved Zachary Cleek also. Where's my Zachary Cleek fans? I haven't seen one person say, let's go Zach. Or Brandon. Nobody said, let's go Brandon either. I'll tell you what, guys. We have some stuff to talk about. How clean was that? That was a very clean stage. They had one caution, couple little mix-ups, but no real wrecks. No need for cautions. These guys are running pretty good here tonight. Will anybody stay out? So we got Greg Wood, Nathan, John Garrett, James Santos, Dave Bush, Alfred Denny, George Jewell, Kevin Gibney, and Sid Butler all getting bonus points here as Zachary Cleek decides to stay out and grab some bonus points in that number 11. So does the 90 of Angel, but that doesn't work for Angel. I'm pretty sure he didn't go a lap down. I guess I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I am fairly certain. I could be wrong. Alright, guys, let's take a look as Angel and Zach both come down now. Greg Wood is going to inherit the lead, and Sid Butler is going to get that second spot, separating Greg Wood and Nathan Eastup. Looks like John Garrett's going to get the 4th position. Dave Bush is going to be moved up to 5th. Santos in 6th. Al in 7th. George Jewell in 8th. Kevin Gibney in 9th. And is it going to be Panko? Panko's going to end up in that 10th position there. So definitely an interesting one here tonight, guys. Pretty good clean racing. I am impressed. I think everybody's impressed. They probably are surprising themselves. I mean, I know a lot of people were nervous about this one here tonight, and it's definitely worked out pretty good. I'll tell you what. You know what we're going to do? Hey, Joe James of the booth, get a copy.
I got you, James. How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right. I mean, better than for me than you. I mean, you killed poor George.
Oh, I know. I killed my own teammate, man. I feel like absolute crap for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's something that we've seen happen a few times, just getting loose off it too. And man, he just fixed his car just the wrong place at the wrong time.
I know, and like I hadn't gotten loose at all up until that one moment in time, and it's like, man, you got to be absolutely kidding me. Of course, of all the times to do that.
So you got to tell me. I mean, this is a pretty clean race. How are these guys handling it?
I think we're all handling it best we can. I think we're all surprised as clean as it's been. I think everybody's just doing a good job of managing what they have. Um, I think that's going to be the key to making it to the end here, just managing what you have for now and try not to give yourself some severe damage.
Well, you got 2 more stages left. Well, you got 1 more stage break left, so 2 more stages left. You got anything for these guys? You were moving up through the pack at one point pretty quick.
Yeah, no, I was rather surprisingly actually. So yeah, I think maybe a couple cars have some issues here, and I make it through. I think we'll be home with the top 5 tonight.
All right, we'll get that butter knife swinging, and hopefully we talk to you at the end of this one.
Very hot, thank you.
Later. All right, guys, that is Angel sitting back here, currently in the 10th position. As we are about to take the green flag, here comes Greg Wood. Waiting. Him and East up side by side. Oh, we throw off. Delay. We get a delay here. I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but we have a delay in the caution. It's waved off for at least 1 lap. Maybe something happened. Not 100% sure what happened there. I'll have to ask later. As the pace car lights are off, we should go green this time. Bye. 10 viewers over on Facebook Plus. Let's see how many we got across the board. We got 30 over there on Twitch and YouTube. As we're about to go green flag racing. Green. Side by side for the lead. East up on the high side. Greg Wood down low. East up in that preferred position. Will his teammate's going to let him down. John Garrett lets him down into that second spot. That's what teammates are for, right? As Santos is pressuring that number 66. Santos looking to the high side. Not able to do anything with it. Dave Bush currently in the 5th spot. L and 6. Kevin Gibney and George Jewell battling out for that 7th position. Side by side for 7th. Oh, you got to be careful on the bottom side. It looks like Dave. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. Wreck in the back as Harold gets loosened down into the wall. He gets it going straight. Back up to the front. Greg Wood in first. Nathan East up in second. John Garrett in third. Dave Bush getting around Santos for that 4th position. That's what I was going to look at, but then saw the wreck with Bud. As Bud gets turned around, and here comes Bush up underneath John Garrett down to the inside through 3 and 4. Dave Bush on a mission in that number 53 McDonald Chevrolet. John Garrett. Oh, we got a caution flag. Caution flag is out. Looks like it involves Zachary Cleek. Let's go take a look at what happened as they went down into 1 and 2. What's going to happen? He's set. Oh, he loses it going in. Collects Sid, who Sid's been fast all night. Sid up into the wall. Cleek just sent it in a little too hard there. Look like, what was that? Angel had a little bit of issues. He got loose off a turn 2. All at the same time, but man, he just sent it in there and it would not stick. Sometimes these cold tires, they can be that way. Cold tires. All right. So Greg Wood still in control of this one. Nathan East up in second. John Garrett in third. Saved by the caution as Dave Bush was working his way around that number 66. Dave Bush looking strong. Santos sitting in 5th. Al up to the 6th position. Gibney in 7th. George Jewell in 8th. We got Panko sitting in that 9th position. Zachary Cleek. I don't know if it's going to keep him in 10th. Listed in 10th. Sid Butler. Man, he had to take a fast repair, but he is fast here tonight. Here comes Josh Anderson in that number 7. Angel in the 90. Matthew Francis in the 14th. Steve, I'll tell you what, he took a wave around the last time. This one was a big break for him. He gets that lap back. I don't know if he was moreless Let's see when it scrolls across. He gets that lap back. Yeah, he's still a lap behind. Then still gets to go in and take that pit stop. So that's a huge break for him. Definitely a huge break for him tonight. Oh, wow. What did I do? He's trying to get back as we watched him loop it around, get it back going the right way again, and that's why no caution came out for his accident in that number 8 earlier. So Greg Wood setting the pace, leading every lap here tonight, doing everything he can. Next week is championship week for these guys, so he's got to, I think he's got to win to get in. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Guys, give me 1 second. I will be right back. Alright guys, just making sure the kids were in their places they need to be as we're about to go green flag racing here tonight. Back green flag as at the completion of lap number 60. Green flag is out as Greg Wood gets a nice jump down on the inside. Always an advantage to be on the inside. Greg Wood in first, Nathan in second as John Garrett's got to fight for that third position with Dave Bush on the outside. Dave Bush showing some muscle here as he works the outside. Can he get around the number 66 on the high side? Side by side also for the 5th position when we got Santos and Al side by side. Dave's going to fall back in place. He knows those tires are important. He didn't want to push it too hard as he falls back in line. I don't know why I keep saying I'm dropping frames, because I'm not. Alright, so Greg Wood in the lead. Nathan Eastup in second. Looks like John Garrett turned the wick up a little bit to get away from the 53. In that 3rd position, Dave Bush in 4th. Alfred Denny in that 5th spot. Santos in 6th. Kevin Gibney Jr. sitting in that 7th position. Panko in 8th. Angel up to the 10th or 9th spot. George Jewell. Oh, man, they get so close. Zachary Cleek up the track into the wall. Slight contact with the wall with that number 11 as these guys are battling it out in the back of the pack as hard as they can. Matthew Francis sends it up underneath the 37 as they come out the turn, almost get together. Matthew Francis trying to get that 11th position away from Sid. Sid showing some muscle earlier, but I know he wants to be careful right now because he's already had to use his fast repair as Josh Anderson is up underneath him. Josh Anderson in the number 7 down into the turn 3 and 4. He's going to try and get around Sid Butler. Come out of 4. Sid fights on the outside. Sid gets the run on the outside. Ton of momentum up there as they're going to send it down into turn 1 and 2. Josh has got to keep it straight. He can't lose the back end as we watched Zachary Cleek do earlier and take out Sid, and he's not able to take that position. He's got to fall back in place into that 13th position. Greg Wood still up front. Nathan Eastup in 2nd. John Garrett in 3rd. Dave Bush sitting in that 4th position. Alfred Denny in 5th. James Santos in 6th. So everything pretty whoa, as I say that, there goes Angel trying to lose the back end of that thing. Let's see if we can go take a look at what happened there. Angel just loses the back end off of 2. I said we're going to see a lot of that tonight. I guess I wasn't kidding. Guys, this has been some pretty solid racing out of this group. I think they're even surprising themselves as Greg Wood is dominating the kids' lawn service 150 here tonight as we are about to complete lap 68. 68 laps completed here tonight. It's pretty wild. Pretty clean racing here as they are single file through the field currently. Well, we'll make sure Josh doesn't want to disappoint. Oh, Harold gets loose again, up into the wall, knocks the bumper off the number 83. Harold having a rough night here at Richmond as Zachary Cleek sitting in 14th, last car on the lead lap. Josh Anderson going to send it under Sid as Sid pushes up the track. Josh Anderson takes that spot as Sid crosses him over, gets up underneath the 7. Side by side into turn 3. Oh, Sid pushes up the track. He gets contact with Josh Anderson as they both keep it straight. Side by side. What a battle we got for 12th. Josh on the outside. Looks like he's going to be able to keep it as he brings it down to the bottom of 1 and 2. Sid definitely got a push there. He was pushing hard. Pushed up the track. Man, that was crazy. I thought they were both done. There was a little bit of net code involved there. Let's take a look at the nose. I'll tell you what, Josh looks all right. Doesn't look like he's got too much damage, so he should be all right here. To go back up to the front, Greg Wood in first, Nathan still in second, John Garrett protecting that third spot, Dave Bush in fourth. Al consistently running here in that fifth position, I believe. So we 45, so 90, lap 90 should be our break, our next break. Santos putting pressure on Allen for that fifth position. Is he about ready to make a move? He's trying to look to the bottom as they come out of turn 3 and 4. Not single file, but he's going to send it into 1. Man, you seen him get on the brakes, that front end wash a little bit as Al was going to cross him over, but Santos didn't push up the track like expected. So Santos takes that fifth position away from Al. He's now in the top 5. Go take a look. Uh-oh, Zachary Cleek with issues as the yellow flag comes out once again. Go take a look at what happened to Zach. 1 and 2 again. Oh, is it going to be... No, he just gets on the gas. I thought he was going to get into the set again. Loose overcorrects it, gets into the wall. Minor damage. I don't think he gets hit again. So minor damage for Zach as he holds the brake. Kind of a no harm, no foul type of incident there. Some good racing here, guys, as we got 15 people over on Facebook and 34 over on Twitch. Nice showing here tonight, guys. Let's not forget, moving forward, we will not be charging these leagues for broadcasts. As you can see over on the Facebook side, I have the message pin. Come support our Patreon so we can keep bringing you great content. I want to know what you guys like. That is the best way to tell me is support. There's $5, $10, and $15 level. There will be some special perks to the $10 and $15 level. I just haven't put them in there yet. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. So if you guys want to support the channel, keep these great broadcasts going, allow me to not have to charge these leagues, make sure you support us over there on that Patreon. As it looks like from 9th on back, they are pitting. And I think Steve is back on the lead lap. Is Steve back on the lead lap in that number 8? He had that issue earlier, went 2 laps down. I think he's back on the lead lap. So give Steve a hand there as he fought hard to get back there on the lead lap because that wasn't easy. He had to take the wave around. They got that quick caution. That helped him out. And then he was able to take his pit stop. So good run. Good run out of him. Trying to make a comeback here. Keep it straight. Scrolling through, seeing if I got anything going on. But guys, make sure... Randy, thank you for the like. I appreciate the support. Appreciate that. I definitely got to turn those notifications on so I can hear them. They might actually play. I might just not be able to hear them. Do you guys hear a notification? So we are pushing. Excuse me. That third break here, that third stage or second stage, as Greg Wood is dominated here today, leading all 78 laps here tonight. Working on lap number 79. Now, if Nathan has anything for him, I don't know if we're going to find out here. I'm pretty sure that Greg is in one of those win and you're in situations. So I think Greg Wood has to take the victory here tonight. I'm not 100% sure. Man, I wish I had some more ice in my iced coffee. Alrighty. I'll tell you what, let's look at some of these cars. We've got a couple minutes. Are we going to go, unless we go one to go this time by? We do. So next time we'll take a look at some of these cars. Take a look at what they got. I'll tell you what, that number 13, Greg Wood, he does all my paints for my cars. Definitely who I would talk to over there at Pulse Graphics. Go check Greg out. He definitely does a great job. Definitely. He did Nathan's. He did not do John Garrett's. He did Gibney's, and he did, he's done a lot of paints. But Greg definitely does all mine for a reason. He's one of the best. No, I got Dunkin' iced coffee. Definitely not Tim Hortons iced coffee. Green flag is out as Greg Wood gets a nice jump. It looked like Nathan was anticipating that one. Went to go a little bit early, but they're still side by side for the lead. Nathan's going to try and slide it down into the second position as John Garrett has pressure from Santos and Dave Bush for that third position. Oh, that's not a very good angle for John Garrett into turn 3 and 4 there, but somehow is able to come up in front of Dave Bush. Dave Bush in that fourth spot. Allen fifth. Here comes Santos back on the inside. These guys are fighting for what they got as they're coming close to stay. Oh, Santos gets loose. Santos, save it. Oh, sit up into the wall. How did they keep it straight? No caution flag. What a save out of James Santos. Wow. That was absolutely amazing save out of that number 9 car. But I'll tell you what, he is ready for some tires now. So Greg Wood and Nathan breaking away from the field as Dave Bush is finally able to get around John Garrett. John Garrett in the 4th position. Allen 5th. Gibney in 6th. He's got to feel good about that. He was not confident tonight coming into this one. Panko sitting in that number 48. George Jewell in a... Look, guys, also, I mean, I know not everybody's going to be able to subscribe, but don't forget you can also support... Oh, we got a wreck. Support with stars, too, as we're going to go back and take a look at what happened to James Jewell, or George Jewell there. It's a James Jewell. Let's look and see exactly what happened. His butter knife is creeping. Butter knife kills him with some netcode. Ooh, Josh gets into him. There was definitely some netcode there, but I'll tell you what, he slowed down a bunch. I'm trying to figure out. Did he go in too soft or did Angel go in too hard? Oof. Netcode definitely played a huge role there as Santos gets knocked up into the wall. Or not Santos, George Jewell gets knocked up into the wall. I'll tell you what, guys. This has got to put us right about at the break. I wonder if they're going to... Nope, not yet. This probably isn't going to be counted as our stage break, but let's see if we go back and take a look at what happened to Santos there. That was absolutely amazing. Let's see. All right, so we're going to watch Santos when he gets loose and somehow saves it earlier. As this is probably... probably one of the best saves I've ever seen right here. Not loose yet. Let's go take a look. I don't know if there was any contact. Or he just got loose coming out, that which happened so much here. It didn't look like... Yeah, he just gets loose. Look at the save, though. He is driving this thing. You see the brakes, gas. Santos drove the hell out of that car to save it. That was a good save out of that number 9. I'm sure he not only needed a pit stop for some tires, but I'm sure he had to change his underwear there, too. That was one heck of a save. As Panko is in the lead right now. Angel in second. Zachary Gleek sitting in third. Greg Wood in fourth. Nathan Eastep in that 5th position. John Garrett in 6th. Dave Bush in 7th. Alfred Denny in 8th. Kevin Gibney in 9th. Matthew Francis in 10th. I do not know if that is our break. It's the birds. It's the birds. Where is Dozer Dave? Dozer Dave's not up in here. Man, I am missing... Speaking of birds, because birds aren't real, I don't see Dozer Dave in there. But guys, remember, you don't only have to support me with the Patreon. You can also support me with stars. As you can see it down there with the message, just click the attached stars and send some stars. If you send it from the computer, it gives you a few more stars, I think. Let's see. How do they work that? I know that when I buy them on the phone, I think it takes 30% regardless. But yeah, so it's a good way to help support the stream is with stars. Help us hit that 10,000 star goal we got going on there. As we are about to go green flag racing with Panko in the lead. Angel in second. Nathan and Greg in the 2nd row. John Garrett and Dave Bush in the 3rd row. This is going to be interesting. We haven't seen Greg Wood and Nathan Eastep behind anybody here tonight. I don't know how it's going to... And it could very well affect the handling of their cars. Richmond's a funny track. Air can play a role on this track. It's just, you know, you don't expect it because it's a short track. So green flag is out. Panko with a huge jump. Greg Wood up underneath Angel. Here comes Nathan Eastep. Eastep up underneath Angel. And John Garrett in tow. John Garrett's going to shove it up underneath the 90. As Angel's going to try and keep it up the... Whoa! Save it, Matthew. As he's down to the inside. So Angel immediately falling back to that 5th position. But Panko currently in the lead. Greg Wood in 2nd. Nathan Eastep in 3rd. John Garrett's in 4th. Oh, Dave Bush up into... Oh, man, Angel, as he gives him the big old door as he pushes up. Big wreck in the back. Big wreck in the back. All started with contact between Dave Bush and Angel. Kind of stacked up the field. Oof. Let's go see if I can figure out what happened there. We're going to try... and go here. Yeah, so you can see Dave Bush just gets a big run, sends it down to the bottom. It kills his angle into the turn. Just got a bigger and just pushed up the track into Angel. And as you watch it, they stack up behind him. Ooh, no, it wasn't even that. The 8 just lost it coming out the turn. Let's go take a different angle at that one. Might have been some... Oh, Santos gave him a little bump. That might have loosened him up going into the corner. He overcorrected coming out of a corner that you're already kind of loose at. So I got to imagine that killed him pretty good there. All right, guys, we are working yet another caution. It's been pretty clean, though. I say yet another caution, but it's been a pretty good one here tonight. Definitely been a good one. Jim stays out. What about Angel? Angel definitely went in and pitted. He wasn't staying out anymore. Tires probably playing a huge role in this one here tonight. 94 laps completed here tonight. Just want to make sure, if you didn't hear it earlier, happy birthday, Andrea, from your dad. No, it's your 15th birthday here tonight, and hopefully you're enjoying the race. All right, are we going to get one to go this time by? About to find out. Oh, we got at least 2 more laps before we go green. Give me 1 second. All right, we are about to go green flag as we got 1 to go this time by. Jim Panko's going to try and get another good start, but he's got to fight Greg Wood, who's led most of this race here tonight, up on the high side. So it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Appreciate everybody who's tuned in as we got 13 people over on Facebook. 33 over on Twitch. None on YouTube. Remember, we are on YouTube also. As Panko hits the gas pedal, gets out in front of Greg Wood. Greg Wood in the 13. He's going to fall back in line as Nathan Eastep going to get the 3rd spot. Now, John Garrett's going to have to fight off Al as Al is up underneath him for the 4th position. Down into 3 and 4. Al's going to send it down as John gives him the room. But John's got the position. He's going to keep that 4th spot. Put Al in the 5th spot as Gibney Jr. trying to get up to 5th. Gibney Jr. currently in the 6th spot. Dave Bush in 7th. He was up front earlier. He's got Matthew Francis. Oh, Dave has to make a move down to the inside. I think he got a little loose. I don't think he was making a move on Gibney as they dive it down into turn 3 and 4. Oh, Matthew gets up into the wall. The 14 into the wall as George Jewell's going to dive underneath him. Still no battle for the lead as Matthew Francis is falling the wrong way as George Jewell's under. Oh, we got one wrecking way in the back. Sid Butler down into the inside wall as he tows. He calls it a night. He's had a rough one. As we currently got Jim still in the lead. We're going to go back to this battle here as we have George Jewell still underneath Matthew Francis. Can he get around him? His Angel's right behind him in that 10th position. Still side by side for 9th, 8th spot between George Jewell and Matthew Francis. George Jewell has the advantage down on the inside that time by. Down into 1 and 2. You got to worry about heating up these tires and pushing up the track when you're on the bottom. But George Jewell able to disappear and reappear back in front of Matthew Francis. Matthew had to be wondering, where the hell is he? Matthew's going to go ahead and fall back in line as they are back to single file. But I'll tell you what, Matthew Francis is fast. He got into the wall. Don't count him out. He is still in this one. Angel falling back into the grass of Josh Anderson as he's having a decent run. As Steve gets sideways in the back out of turn 2. Oh, we got one up into the wall. Who was that in the wall? That was Matthew Francis in the wall again as Angel and Josh are going to be able to get around him. Maybe not. Matthew's going to fight back on the outside. Angel does get around, but here comes Josh Anderson. Can he clear him? Oh, they're so loose off of turn 2. Here comes Zachary Cleek to the bottom. Zach pushes up the track, almost into the back of the 14. Man, what a battle at the back of the pack as Greg Wood and Nathan have taken the lead. As Panko is falling back to third. We were watching this battle as it's been all over the place. People trying to wreck, but nobody wrecking yet. Oh no, Zachary almost gets into the back of Josh Anderson. Here comes Santos. He almost runs over that number 11. Look at that. That number 9 card is so beat up. But he's still got it running. That spoiler's about smushed there. In that number 9. Back up to the front of the pack, we got Greg Wood, a familiar face, out in the front of the pack. Nathan Eastep currently in second. Wow. John Garrett sitting there in third. This one's going by pretty quick. Jim Panko is holding strong in that 4th position. He did not pit when everybody else did. So he's got a little bit older. I'm assuming everybody else took tires, but I could be wrong. They should have to make another pit stop before the end of this one. As Al is trying to work the inside up underneath Panko. Can he get around him? As here comes Dave Bush underneath Al. Dave Bush is going to try and put himself in this. He wants the 5th spot. They all kind of push coming out of turn 4. Dave Bush with the better run down on the inside as he's trying to get around the number 21. That's going to bring Kevin Gibney and George Jewell into this. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you want George Jewell to get up in this. He's been showing some speed as Dave Bush is pushing forward slowly on that bottom side. Up next to Panko now as they come out of turn 4. Side by side coming across the line. Give 5th place to Dave Bush that time by. Down into turn 1 and 2. Here comes Al up underneath Panko. He's going to get a big run coming out the turn. What a run Al got out of the turn there as he's up underneath Dave Bush for the 5th spot. Contact as Gibney almost up into the wall. More contact through the field. The Panko and Bush into the wall. Panko around on the front straightaway. Yellow flag is out. There's a lot of stuff going on there, man. That was wild. Let's see if we can. We're going to have to go back a little bit further than that. So we're going to watch. Al puts the move on Dave. Gets up into Dave. Pushes up the track. Dave's going to get chopped by Panko. Panko's going to get turned around. Gibney with a great move to the bottom. Able to avoid him. What a wild series of events there. I was going to say turnip events, but that was a whole series of events there. Somehow, everybody out coming out was really minimal damage there. Dave Bush was just a batter. It was beaten and battered there. That one was definitely not on Dave Bush. First, Al came up on him, then Panko did, and Dave Bush, poor Dave Bush just got beat up. What a great series of racing there, though, really. So we got Dave Bush, Jim Panko, Josh, George Jewell, Matthew Francis, and Steve, all on pit road right now. Greg Wood in the lead. So Panko going to pit road now didn't surprise me. If they go green the rest of the way, this might be the move. Panko coming in for a late pit stop, not taking a pit stop when everybody else did. Might be one heck of a move for him. We're going to find out here. So Greg Wood currently in that 1st spot. Nathan Eastep in 2nd. John Garrett in 3rd. Still got a 1, 2, 3 Pulse Graphix how it started here tonight. Al breaking up the party in that 4th position. Then another Pulse Graphix, Kevin Gibney in 5th. I didn't realize, but Justin is not racing anymore. What happened to Justin? But guys, remember, we are no longer going to be charging these leagues to broadcast. I have a hard time charging them, but if you like what we're doing, to help us keep doing what we're doing and not having to charge these leagues, make sure you support our Patreon. The link is in the chat. You can see it pinned on Facebook. I just reposted it over on Twitch and YouTube. Guys, make sure you help support our Patreon. There will be some stuff going on for the $10 and the $15 level. I just haven't done it yet. Some gifts or something along those lines. So if you like what we're doing, you can support us with stars over on Facebook or support our Patreon. That's the best way to do it. Let us know you like what we're doing, and like I said, that is the best way to do it. Greg Wood and Nathan Eastep messing around with the pace cars. We got 1 lap to go. I don't know how Bodine feels about it. Not really sure how he's feeling about that one. Greg Wood dominating this race here tonight. I'll tell you what, he's in a pretty good position. If he can continue to do what he's doing, make a good pit stop later on, because I believe they're going to have to make one more pit stop. The guys who just came in might be all right, but I believe Greg Wood and Nathan Eastep, all these guys who didn't pit this time, I think they're going to have to pit again. The green flag is out as Greg Wood gets on the gas. Nathan Eastep with him. John Garrett in 3rd. Greg Wood's going to try and clear his teammate down into 1 and 2. Can Nathan Eastep slide down into that 2nd spot? He can. As Gibney is working to try and get up to the 4th position. Him and Al side by side. He wants to make it a 1, 2, 3, 4 Pulse Graphix as they come out of turn 4. Give Al 4th position that time by, but Gibney's going to fight back on the inside. He's got to be careful not to push up the track as Al comes down. Oh, save it, Gibney. Save it. Oh, man, everybody got loose there. Oh, Angel Gibney up into George Jewell. So much going on here. Everybody pushing for whatever they can. As here comes Josh Anderson up underneath Gibney to take that 6th position. Here comes George Jewell. George Jewell just got the door out of Gibney as Panko is sliding all over the place back there. It is getting wild out here tonight. As here comes George Jewell trying to work up underneath Gibney. Down into 1. He's going to send it. Gibney's going to let him go. Here comes Matthew Francis. Gibney shuts the door on him. Zachary Cleek is up to the 6th position. Look at him. He's had his issues here tonight. But here comes Josh Anderson around him for the 5th position. Zachary Cleek pushing up the track. George Jewell's going to get around him. Here comes Gibney. Zachary Cleek definitely having issues with that number 11. Here comes Matthew Francis in the 14, trying to find any way he can around any of these guys. Oh, Hanko gets loose out of 2 again. Down into 3 and 4. Matthew Francis on the outside above Gibney. He's going to take the spot. Gibney's got no choice but to fall in place as Matthew Francis looks underneath the number 11. Down into turn 1 and 2 as it buffers a little bit on me there. Matthew's going to get around Zachary Cleek. Gibney falling the wrong way in a hurry in that number 31. Currently still the same top 1, 2, 3. Josh Anderson is 5th. George Jewell in 6th. Matthew Francis in 7th. Zachary Cleek in 8th. Kevin Gibney back to 9th. Santos, he slides up the track. Here comes Panko in the 48. Panko's been loose here all night. Oh! Angel. Was that Angel? That might have been Santos. I couldn't tell. Somebody got loose behind these guys. Caught it. I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Let's see if Matthew Francis is making any ground up on these guys. He's still got quite a bit of room. but George Jewell is closing in on that number 7. Oh, Matthew Francis gets loose back there. Saves it. Here comes Zachary Cleek. He's going to close that gap quick. So much to watch. It's hard to keep track of all of it, as there are things happening everywhere around the track. Move back up in the field as Greg Wood and Nathan Eastep still 1 and 2. Al trying to work on the 66 of John Garrett as Josh Anderson currently sitting in the 5th spot. Here comes the 07 trying to work his way up underneath the 7 as we might have a battle brewing for 5th. Here comes George Jewell in the 07. He's going to get a good run out of turn 2. Can he get him down into turn 3 and 4? He's going to stay low. Josh gives him all the room as they come out of turn 4 side by side. Who's going to have 5th at the line? It's going to be George Jewell. Down into 1 and 2. We got 25 laps to go. George Jewell up to the 5th position. Can he close in on our leaders? Does he have anything for him? We go back through the pack. Man, poor Santos has got a smushed up car. It looks so bad. Nathan Eastep in the 2nd spot. John Garrett in 3rd. L not able to do anything with him. Now he's got to worry about, is George Jewell going to close the gap on him? George Jewell and Josh Anderson. And here comes Matthew Francis in the 14. He wants a piece of the action with 24 laps to go. What a race here tonight, guys. If you are still here, you have quite the treat as these guys are really, really battling it out here tonight. Aaron, thank you for the like. I just seen that you did a like. Appreciate it. As we are watching this battle going on for the 5th position. Now 4th position as they've caught the 21 of Alfred Denny. Now that's going to make you wonder, is John Garrett going to have to fight these guys? I mean, he's kind of the perfect buffer, though, for the rest of the Pulse Graphix guys. He is not eligible for the championship. So if he can stay between them and race these guys hard, that's going to be a huge advantage for Greg Wood and Nathan Eastep in 1st and 2nd. 21 laps to go. Things are starting to get interesting. Man, I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, Matthew Francis up the track. These guys are pushing. Save it, Matthew. Matthew loses it down into the inside wall. Hard. Yellow flag is out. Gibney, he was sideways. I think Gibney might be going for tires this time. Just an assumption. Let's see what happens. Matthew Francis sends it into 1 and 2. Blinks. Oh, Josh gets into the back of him. That turns him around. I wonder if that blink had something to do with it. Let's go back and look. From Anderson's in-car, because really it looked like there might have been a blink there. Yeah, he was gone. Oh, and it was such a drastic change. If you look, he is next to him when he blinks. If you look off to the left, he just kind of peers up in front of Josh. Josh already committed in his line. That's a tough break. I can't call that one on Josh. As Josh stays out. Jim Panko stays out. So those will be our leaders 1st and 2nd. As we've seen with Panko when he was in the lead, that was a huge advantage. Will Josh be able to take advantage of that same advantage? As we got 19 laps remaining here tonight, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, down in the chat, let me know who you think's going to win this one. This one's getting interesting. It's getting dicey. Look, I know I got some E-Step people up in the chat. Do you think Greg Wood's going to win, or do you think E-Step's going to win? This is going to be interesting. This is definitely getting interesting here tonight. Whew, let's go. So Greg Wood's going to be starting in that 3rd spot. Nathan Eastep, I'm assuming these guys all have new tires at this point. John Garrett going to be starting in 5th. Alfred Denny in 6th. Zachary Cleek in 7th. Santos starting in 8th. I'll tell you what, these guys are going to be able to run the heck out of these tires. There's only 18 laps. It's going to be 16, at least 16 laps left when they take the green flag. So I'll tell you what, this is going to get interesting. And these guys might get run over up here. At the front, a little bit older tires. We're going to see how big of a difference these new tires make. And how hard Greg Wood and Nathan Eastep are willing to work their way around them. That's going to be the biggest difference there. That will definitely be the biggest difference. Guys, don't forget, later on tonight, we'll call it about 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be going racing in the Pro 2 lights at Dirt Track Charlotte. You don't want to miss that one. That one's going to be a good one. Charlotte has so much room for those guys to race. That is definitely a race you do not want to miss here tonight. So make sure you set up the notifications and come and take a look and watch us here at 12:15 a.m. as the Pro 2 lights do battle at Dirt Track Charlotte. Usually quite the show. And if you like racing on iRacing, you got an account, make sure you come and join us. Everybody's welcome. It will be an open account, and it'll be labeled MDiTV. Broadcasted on MDiTV. Pro 2 lights at Dirt Track Charlotte is probably what it'll say. But or you can look up my name, James Spotzer, on iRacing, and you'll see me hosting it. As the base card goes off, Josh Anderson in control. He's going to take him slow in that number 7. Green flag is out as he gets on that loud pedal down across the start-finish line. What a start out of Greg Wood. He's going to come up and try and take that second spot. Panko working the high side. Can he keep up with Greg Wood? Greg Wood should be able to clear him coming off of 2, and he does. Nathan Eastep up underneath Panko. How low? John Garrett pushes up the track. We got a wreck as it looked like John Garrett. I'm assuming. We're going to go take a look. Let's go take a look. Looked like John Garrett pushed up the track. Might have got into Al. We're going to find out here in just a second as he... Yeah. Oh, no! Santos got into him. I thought it was Garrett because I saw him push up the track, but it looks like Al might have checked up a little bit, and Santos just got right into the back of Al. Oof. Boink. Yeah, Al moved up the track. Oh, and then Cleat gets into the back of Santos. Oh, actually some good driving out of that number 9. As he did take his fast repair, that car looks a lot better than it did earlier. Who like Cody wearing? Oh, God. All right. So this is going to set Greg Wood up next to Josh Anderson. Greg Wood still got Josh Anderson still has an advantage on the start because he's going to control the start. But I'll tell you what, it's been a relatively clean race. Is Josh going into the pit road? Josh is pitting. That's going to give Greg Wood the lead. So Josh comes down pit road in that number 7. Greg Wood is going to inherit the lead. Nathan Eastep in second. Did he even stop? What happened? I am so confused right now. Did he just drive through pit road? I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I don't even think he stopped. Did he even stop? I mean, I guess he could have stopped and taken a fast repair, but Anderson just drives through the pit road. I don't get it. I don't know what happened there, but Josh gives away the lead and goes to the back of the pack. Greg Wood gets the lead. Nathan Eastep in second. Jim Panko in third. John Garrett in fourth. James Santos in fifth. Zachary Cleek in that 6th position. Kevin Gibney in 7th. Angel in 8th. George Jewell in 9th. Alfred Denny in 10th. Steve in 11th. Josh Anderson in 12th. Matthew Francis in 13th. I just realized that Dave Bush is done. He never made it back out onto the track here tonight. Greg Wood dominating. Nathan Eastep 2nd. Jim Panko in 3rd. Should we get one to go this time by? Are we going to have a 9-lap shootout? That's what it looks like. 9-lap shootout here tonight. When they get the green flag. This is going to be interesting. And how much will Nathan give Greg Wood? You know, I really don't know if Nathan's in. I don't know if he's got a win to get in or what. I guess I should have paid more attention. But the way it's looked here tonight, it looks like he is giving Greg Wood everything. He hasn't really fought him. Always gone back to the 2nd spot. A couple times on the start, it looked like he challenged him a little bit. About to go green flag racing. Does anybody have anything to Prowess Graphix? Green flag is out as Greg Wood gets a nice jump. So does John Garrett. John Garrett in the 66 and Nathan Eastep side by side into turn 1 and 2. Oh, we got to stack up further back. Cleek gets contact with Panko. It's going to move him back a little bit further. As Zach sends it in. Catches Gibney, pushes him into Santos. Santos gets the 21. Big wreck. Angel caught up. Everybody wrecking at the back of the pack. Oof. Hate to see it. This was all set up by Zachary Cleek sending it in there. Zach sent it in there and it just freaking... Yeah, you can see it right there in slow-mo. All right, so we're going to take a look. Let's take a look from the blimp because so much happened right here. We might have to switch cars. So Zach just sends it in. Gets into Gibney. Gibney gets into Santos. Santos gets sideways, takes out the rest of the field in the back. Poor Steve's been caught up in everything. I think Angel got a little piece, but it wasn't a whole lot. We're going to take a better look from Angel's car. Yeah, Zach just barely gets... Oh, that is a pretty decent hit for Angel. So let's go take a better look at what exactly happened here. So we're going to jump on the number 11. Let's see if he actually makes contact. Let's go rear chase. Let's see if he actually makes contact with Kevin Gibney. It's close. I don't know if I got a good view of it. Oh, we can go up on Gibney. See if he actually makes contact. Ooh. I actually don't think he makes contact unless it's netcode. Oh no, that he doesn't. He doesn't make contact. The contact was between Santos and Gibney, as it looks like Santos came down on Gibney there. Gibney came up slightly too. Yeah, they just kind of came into each other. That looks like a racing deal there, guys. But we have 6 laps to go as we are working this yellow flag. Greg Wood in the lead. Nathan Eastep in second. Whole bunch of cars caught up in that one. Wow. Definitely a crazy one here tonight. Just trying to see who might be on for when we're done with this one. If I might be able to send you over somewhere. Go take a look as we are 1 lap to go to green. 1 lap to go to green. Greg Wood down the back straightaway, looking to dominate. Almost, definitely lead a majority of these laps. It's going to be 3 laps to go when they take the green flag. 3 lap shootout. Can we keep it clean? Are we going to end up with a big wreck? Let me know in the chat what you think. Green flag is out as Greg Wood gets a nice jump on the inside. Nathan Eastep up high. John Garrett down low. Here comes Gibney down on the bottom side, trying to make it to 1, 2, 3, 4. Zachary Cleek's going to send it in. Down into turn 1 and 2 as they come out of turn 2. Look at Gibney. Gets in front of Panko as they go down to turn 3. Zachary Cleek sends it in there, gets into Panko. Can Panko save it? Panko crashing in the back. Yellow flag. We're going to get green white checker. Zachary Cleek just sends it. Gets into Panko. Boink. Yep. Yeah. Nothing Panko could do as he gets caught up in that one. Just a victim. Boink. So that's going to put Pulse Graphix 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Wasn't clean. We're going to do a green-white checker here. Greg Wood, Nathan Eastep, John Garrett, Kevin Gibney, Pulse Graphix 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got James Santos and Zachary Cleek. What's Cleek going to do? Is Cleek going to send it in to the Pulse Graphix guys? We're going to find out here. Zachary Cleek has definitely made it interesting in that number 11. He has not made any friends here tonight, as he has definitely made contact. Let's see what we got going on Facebook. Let's see if there's anybody I'm going to be able to send you to on Facebook when I go to leave. Am I the only one live? No, there's lots of people. Alrighty. Green white checker, guys. Green white checker. I have no clue what's going to happen here. '07, where is '07? George is back a ways. He's got some damage. He's got a bit of work to do here, as he's gotten caught up in a few things. As we are 1 to go to green. 1 to go to green. As we got 14 people up in here watching. What's up, everybody? Nathan Eastep going to start on the bottom side in second place. Greg Wood chose the highest side as our leader. And then we got John Garrett and Kevin Gibney. I'll tell you what, if you're Pulse Graphix right now, you're feeling pretty good being 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if somebody sent it in at this point, your chances of winning are pretty high. Green flag is out as Gibney gets a big jump on the outside. Nathan's going to fall back to third. John Garrett in fourth as Gibney looking for the lead. Is Greg, I don't know if Greg has to win or not. Is Gibney going to try and make it around Greg Wood? Coming around to 1 to go. This time by as we got contact in the back of the pack. 1 to go. It doesn't matter at this point. Greg Wood in the lead. Gibney in second as they are wrecking at the back of the pack. Nathan Eastep in third. John Garrett in fourth. Looks like we're going to get a 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulse Graphix as Zachary Cleek has taken out the field. Kevin Gibney going for the win. Greg Wood lets him around. Kevin Gibney takes the victory here tonight. Greg Wood second. Nathan Eastep third. John Garrett in fourth. Gibney with the win here tonight. As we've seen a whole lot of teamwork there. That's what teams are for. Wow. Let's see what happened a little bit further back, because pretty sure. Pretty sure. Oh, not good. Oh, Matthew Francis. All right, so this is what happened. Coming to the line, white flag already taken. We're gonna go take a look and see what happened further back. We're gonna jump on Santos. We're gonna grab a TV angle. Oof! Just a big pile up here. Matthew Francis got it turned back the right way. He's going to finish 6th. Panko in 7th. Steve in 8th. Steve, he's had a rough night. Somehow finishes 8th. Wow. And then you see the race winning move as we got all the Pulse Graphix guys over here doing donuts. Might as well go take a look at this as they are making the asphalt black. And they're going to back it up to the grass. I might as well just jump into that room. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kenny. Yeah, we're going to talk to Gibney here in a second. Alrighty. Gibney gets the win. Make sure that is on. All right, let's go up and look. You know, I might as well just jump in that room. You know, I was gonna pull you guys in one by one. You knew I was gonna do this. I was gonna pull you in one by one, but I'm like, why do that? You guys are all in the same room anyway. But I'll tell you what, and I need to talk to John with this one too, because John had a heck of a run here in the 66 and really set a lot of the framework to what you guys were able to finish there. I mean, being in 3rd, having to battle those guys, keep them off you. I mean, was that kind of the plan to have John back there and hopefully wear out their tires if they got around?
I mean, it wasn't the plan, but it just happened to work out that way.
I mean, I don't think you could have planned it that perfectly unless your name's Dale Earnhardt and you tell them how you're going to win the Daytona 500.
Yeah, no kidding.
So
yeah, I mean, you know, I had nothing to win here except help with points. So I'm not in the playoffs, so you know, I was just here to help all I could.
Yeah, and I said that in the broadcast. I said at this point, you getting 2nd or 3rd doesn't make a difference. Basically, you weren't eligible for the championship race. So if you could play defense a bit in 3rd place, I mean, that made a big difference with holding those guys off, I'm sure. I know Dave Bush definitely put some pressure on you at one point.
Yeah, there was a couple of guys there putting on pressure for a while, but it seemed like after we had a long run, you know, I couldn't stay with Greg and Nathan, and then they couldn't stay with me behind me. So it was working out good.
Yeah,
I wish we didn't have all those cautions. I mean, we were just driving away.
Yeah, you were. But that last caution probably worked out pretty well for Gibney.
Yeah, it did obviously help Kevin.
So
he tried to give me a couple of times.
Yeah, he gived a little here, gived a little there. You know, that's what he's the gift that just keeps giving. So anyway, Nathan, you take it home and 3rd. Man, good run for you. I mean, you were definitely solid. Looked like a few times that you had something for Greg, but I mean, Greg definitely looked like class of the field today.
Man, I had absolutely nothing for Greg tonight. That was such a fun race. And look at that, PGR 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and I said that. I said, how is this going to happen? Because, you know, I know Kevin was close at times, and then he had an issue right there close to that. And I'm like, oh, man, that kind of takes him out of it. And then here he comes back all the way up through the field. So that was pretty awesome.
Shame I didn't get to run the whole season. We could have had 4 in the playoffs.
Yeah, you could have been the only 4 in the playoffs, right?
Hey, next season. Watch out for us next season.
Nobody will show up for the final race. Greg, man, you really dominated tonight. I mean, nobody had anything for you. The only time anybody got in front of you is essentially, you know, when you had to pit. I mean, other than that, I mean, nobody even came close to you today.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, I wasn't real confident coming in here, but I mean, I ran probably practice laps every day this week, just figuring out my line, figuring out the moves I was going to make, where to run when tires wore out. And I mean, I just got myself in the rhythm. I knew I was 9 points out of the playoffs, so winning stage 1, winning stage 2, leading the lap, leading the most laps, I could afford to not win and get PGR 3 out of the 4 spots in the final 4.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Harbin's got the other spot, right?
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
So
So yeah,
sometimes you gotta put your ego to the side, and it's. I mean, I wouldn't be here without the rest of the guys from PGR. So
well, the biggest and most impressive run tonight was definitely out of Kevin. I know you guys worked together at them there, definitely helped him, but Kevin was struggling so bad in practice and somehow puts together a great race all race long tonight, Kevin. Man, you did a good job. I was talking about it all race. Like, you were struggling. You came out and you ran a good, clean race. You were in the top, 6 or 7 most of the night, and up to like fifth, and then here you are in fourth place and moving your way up to the front. Man, how's it feel?
It it took a long time. It's just consistency. I just tried to keep my nose clean. I know there was the joke about the gibbing, but I really just tried to keep my nose clean throughout the entire race.
No,
Man,
you definitely did. You definitely kept a clean race.
that was my main goal: keep a clean race. Maybe I'll be there in the end, and here we are. I mean, I'm here in the end.
I know, right? You and Santos there at the end kind of got together. He came down some, you came up. Were there any words exchanged there?
No, I
does
so
Santos
the
ever talk?
I don't think
that's
so.
a good point. I honestly I locked him up, so that's why I went up a little bit. If he did come down, I didn't notice it, but I will take most of the blame. I did lock him up. It was nothing intentional. There was no harm intent for that. It was just
It was a racing deal. It was a
Yeah.
racing deal. I went back and looked at it, including there was a bunch of net code today. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was definitely a few issues where people didn't get together but got together.
Yeah, I've noticed a few. We were saying Nathan was hitting the wall when he said he wasn't. So netcode takes all forms, I guess.
Right. Well, all right. I'll start with John. John, you got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank my stream, of course, John T. Garrett. I was topping out at about 18 tonight. That's pretty good for me. Fort Worth Screen Printing, Athens Screen Printing, Fort Worth Screen Esports, Outrun Esports, Head Candy, and a special shout out to the Oliver brothers, Danny and Jeff. They run the what's it called, Carolina Sprint Car Series. I sponsored them a little bit, and they actually dropped by my shop today in Athens, Texas, which is quite a surprise. So shout out to them. I think they're actually watching tonight. I gave them the link. So anyway, I hate I couldn't be here all year with this team, but it's been great to be with them. We all work together well. So looking forward to next season if they let me run again.
For sure. That was good to watch you. Nathan, man, I know you got a grocery store list of people to thank.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. We got Circle B Diecast, Plain B Sales, Old Timer Hat Company, and Blackwater Suds. Any one of those websites, if you use promo code Deep Racing, that is all caps and no spaces. For the diecast, you get free shipping on orders of $20 or more, and then the other two you get 10% off your order. Old Timer and Blackwater Suds are veteran owned, so if we could definitely support them, that would be awesome. And then, kind of like what John said, just this whole team PGR. I mean, we are just absolutely clicking right now. I feel like every race we're all here helping each other. We do practices every Thursday night, Wednesday night. Like we put in the time for this race. I think Greg had a 3-hour long practice yesterday, so we put in the time, and it's definitely showing.
Yeah, I know you guys have definitely put some practice in. I know it's made a big difference for Justin and Kevin, especially so, and you can see those improvements on the track for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, why don't you give a shout out to your friends, family, and tell everybody where the best place to get a wrap for their real car and their virtual car.
Of course, I got first and foremost thank the wife for dealing with me, putting up with my yelling and screaming as I'm racing and supporting me. Thank everybody here at PGR for. I mean, we work so well. I mean, nobody is out for themselves. Perfect example tonight. Everybody, it's all about the team. And of course, myself, Pulse Graphics. If you need real life wraps, iRacing wraps, signs, banners, graphics, anything, go to pulsegraphics.co or look us up on Facebook.
Now, Kevin, it's your moment. You can wipe the tears away. Give a shout out to your friends, family, sponsors, man. You definitely worked hard tonight. Worked hard this season. Why don't you give a shout out?
First and foremost, I have to thank my mom, my sister, my dad, anyone who's watching. I appreciate every single one of them supporting me throughout this whole season and finally seeing me come to the top of the mountain. PGR, Nathan, Greg, John, Justin, all being excellent, nothing short of excellent teammates. Coaching me, always having a blast, practice sessions, trying to improve my race while having fun at it. I can't thank all of those guys enough. I think they really not helped me improve as a racer, but as a better person. And Pulse Graphics for this awesome paint job. Sewer Bros. That's about it.
Well, I have to say, guys, this season has tested you guys as a team, has tested KMM as a league, has tested friendships, as we know personally here amongst people in this group. And I think that we've all gotten better because of it. We've all made our own mistakes. And you guys have made it to the championship, and you guys should be proud of it. And good luck next week and winning the championship. Maybe a 1, 2, 3 there.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
All right, guys. Congratulations. Go ahead and celebrate.
Have a good one.
You
Have a
too.
good one.
Thanks, Jim. James.
No problem. All right. So that is Pulse Graphics. They take 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well just interview them all. We're going to go ahead and pull up tonight's finishing order. We have, if it pops up, there we go. Kevin Gibney with the win. Greg Wood in second. Nathan Eastep in third. John Garrett in fourth. Zachary Cleek in fifth. Matthew Francis in sixth. Jim Payco in seventh. Steve Retta in eighth. Al in ninth. Josh Anderson finishes 10th. George Jewell in 11th. Santos finishes 12th. Angel in 13th. Dave Bush in 14th. Sid Butler in 15th. Bud finishes 16th, Justin in 17th, and George K rounds out the field in that 18th position, guys. What a race we had here tonight. These guys worked hard, raced hard. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. But as all good things have to come to an end, and so until next time, well, at least until